Live action. I got the bigger man here. The window cling decals that we're sending out, the window decals we got, they don't have a sticky back on them. I've had mine on my truck for probably about 2 or 3 months here. I haven't had any problem with it, but I'm gonna let the bigger man show you how we stick them on, and then y'all know what to do.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna wash this dirty window with just a little spray. Wipe it off. All right. And you got to peel these. You got to get the corner of that sticker and peel it off. All right, there you go. It peels right on off. There we go, everybody. There you go. And that sticker is on, and it sticks real good. There you go.
That's it. Again, guys, I've had mine on. Get it, Wool. I've had mine on for about probably about 2.5 months. I don't think quite 3 months, but have not had any problem with it. And at first I said, man, the sticker it ain't gonna stick real good. It don't have a sticky back on it, but it's a cling decal. And through all this hard rain that we've had and thunderstorms and me going through the mud and car wash and everything,
and running back and forth to Virginia.
Yeah, it hasn't came off. And actually, I was pretty surprised. So anyway, bigger man, he just wanted to show y'all how you get that bad boy stuck on.
Yeah, and you make sure you put it on the outside, not on the inside of the truck or vehicle. On the outside, and it does real well.
Live action. Show them the shock collar or the shock system that you got, and this is this is to help with the dogs and deer, running deer. So. Bag that thing up for you there.
All right, guys. Listen, a lot of guys don't have shock collars and stuff, and all this good stuff to break dogs like some people do. Some people got more money than other people, and some people just can't afford to spend a lot of money in shock collars and stuff. And but anyway, what I do at the house also. And I have shock collars, but I also learned that I can use a shock box. And you can buy these at Lowe's,
Tractor Supply,
Home Depot, Tractor Supply. They only cost like $35, $40 for one of these right here. And it's called a Fido shock box. And people use this for the little hog pens too, to keep they run a low wire on the ground, on a little small pole to keep the pigs in. And then it hook it up to electric. And when the pigs touch that electric fence, it shocks them just a little bit, and it runs them back into the pen. And your dogs, what you do with your dogs, you take a deer leg.
Old deer leg that you just shot a deer or a fresh deer kill off the side of the road.
Yeah, and you take this wire right here, y'all can see. It's a fine wire, but you can get all this at Home Depot, Tractor Supply, and run this, take a deer leg and wrap some of this wire all the way around that deer leg, all the way to the hoof, and back up, and then tie a knot in it, or twist it so it'll be good and tight. And then take this wire, and you can put this wire after you run it, and run a long piece. And you can tie this wire right onto this shock box. It's got the little butterfly wing nuts that you can tighten the wire down on, and run that wire right on over into your dog lot. Put your deer legs in the dog lot, but have it at least about a foot and a half up off the ground. Your deer leg a foot and a half off the ground from the bottom of the deer leg. And when those dogs, you hook it up to your electric wire, or hook it up to your the current. Yeah, and it's a 110. It's for 110, and you hook that up. And when the dogs go up there and mess with that deer leg, what it does, it burns them a little bit. It shocks them a little bit. And it's nothing real bad. It just keeps them from, every time they smell that deer leg and smell that deer, it shocks, and when they touch it, it shocks them. So they most times, they'll automatically know to leave deer alone. And what you do, keep that deer leg in that pen the whole time you got your dog kennel. And I got them down there in mine. One day we're gonna do a video and I'll show you all of mine swinging in my lot. And all my dogs are fine. I never had no problem with any of them. But the thing of it is, this really helps you keep your dogs from running deer some. Now, I won't say it's 100 proof, but if you stay on your dogs and keep this on there, keep this in your fence for your dogs, and stay on your dogs, and listen, guys, try your best to keep your dogs out of deer country. If you think that you can't control your dogs real good on deer, the more you keep your dogs in rabbits, the more your dogs will run rabbits, and a lot of times they just totally leave deer alone if you keep them in rabbits. And if you got some good old dogs that don't run deer, then that's who you want your puppies, the young dogs, to run with. And it will soon have your dogs where they won't run deer. But now, like I said, don't quote me on all of this, because it's not 100% sure that your dogs won't run a deer, but some of them won't if you use this regular and try to keep them in rabbits. That's all I can tell you about that.
So look, guys, we've not always had shot collars. We just getting into shot collars.
Yeah.
And have we had dogs run deer? Well, of course we have. That's why y'all see we run the shot collars, just in case we need to give them a little reminder on what they're doing. So this question had came up from I think his name is Brandon Locklear, and he had asked this question a while back, and it came up again. Another one of you guys had asked that question again about trying to keep your dogs off of deer. And he said, how do you do it without shot collars? And the best thing you can do is, just like the big old man said, try to keep your dogs in an area where you know it's not plentiful with deer. Don't go drop your dogs on deer and then wondering why they're running deer. And try to keep your younger dogs with your older dog, with dogs that you know that won't run deer. Or some guys, if you can go hunt with your buddy. If your buddy got older dogs, then that's the dogs that you want your puppies to be behind.
Yeah, and guys, also during the summertime, when you can break your dogs a lot, it's good to put your dogs in a running pen if you can, because inside those running pens, you know you got nothing but rabbits. And if you keep your dogs running in them running pens, you know they can't run a deer. They're running rabbits all the time, so they get used to running rabbits and get used to running rabbits. And it's just like anything. If you always continuously do one thing, then you'll stay doing one thing most of the time. But dogs, try your best to keep them out of deer country. If you think that you want to rabbit hunt way back in the bottoms, well, if you go way back in the bottoms, you asking for trouble. Now, a lot of times, I know you want your dogs to come across deer scent, but first, try to get your dogs broke off a deer first if you don't have shot collars. If you got shot collars, it's the best thing in the world.
Like I said, it's been plenty of times, guys. We go running down. I remember running down through the woods trying to catch dogs, trying to jump in the truck and cut dogs off, and all this and that. Let me tell you, it's worth the investment to get good shot collars. We first started out with shot collars. I think they're made by DT, and they only went about a half a mile, maybe 3/4 of a mile. Now they're good collars. Don't get me wrong. We used them until we could get better collars. Now we're using the Garmin trash breakers. The trash breakers.
Yeah.
And there are
4 miles.
Yeah, they're 4 miles. Now again, your big ones ain't gonna get no 4 miles from you know how, but for whatever reason, some don't go right and they wanna get too far out from you. You bring them on back in with the shot collars. And again, guys, we not always had shot collars.
No.
look, jumping in the truck, chasing dogs down.
Yep. And Catfish told me one day, said, "Man, I'm tired of running behind these dogs, trying to keep 1 or 2 dogs from running deer." So I know Catfish came up and bought me a set of collars. That was the Tritronic.
That was
DT.
That was the DT. That was the first set.
Yeah.
And then Mom really helped out on them second collars, and then we used Gun Dog Supply. I think they're out of Louisiana, maybe out of Mississippi. Either way it go, real good guys. I think his name is Steven Snail, I believe. Gun Dog Supply, you can find them. I'll put the link in the description box down below. Awesome guys. They always contact you to make sure you got the supplies that you ordered, and just real good guys.
And guys, believe me, trust me, Catfish and before Catfish, I even tried some of everything. I've had dogs rolling them in a barrel years ago with deer legs. Let me tell y'all, it might work for somebody, but it didn't work for me. and I also, I had a buddy that had some real good dogs, and his dogs didn't run deer either. And what he did, he had his dogs in a box off the ground, doghouse off the ground. And what he did, he had a clothesline on a pulley that he had a deer leg hanging on. And he worked that clothesline and pull it right to the door. But them dogs, he had a little hole in there where the dog could stick his head through the door when that deer leg got there. And when the dog stuck his head out there at that deer leg, then he had a collar on the dog and just hit the dog lightly. I think he put it on number 2, and he shocked that dog, but he didn't hold it. Just made contact, touch it, and release, and it shocked that dog. And he did all his dogs like that, and his dog didn't run deer. His dog did not run deer. He always had a good pack of dogs.
I'm throw y'all out one more too. Do not shoot any off game with your rabbit dogs. Yeah. Don't go and shoot no deer. If a deer jump up or a deer run by you or whatever, squirrels. Yeah. Try your best. Now y'all see every once in a while I'll shoot an old fox if I got to, bobcat, a cow. But look, try your best, especially a deer. Do not shoot a deer in front of them dogs.
Yep.
If you want to mess up a pack of good dogs, go shooting deer in front of them dogs.
That's right. A lot of off game.
Yeah. Try not to. We went hunting with one guy before. He shot a deer right in front of them dogs. That was the last time we went hunting with that guy.
He never hunted us with no more.
He never went hunting with us again. And you know, sometimes you get excited. If a deer jump up, you know, you might throw the gun up or whatever, but you got to know what you're shooting at, and you know that ain't the right thing to be shooting at. Do not shoot deer around your rabbit dogs.
That's right.
If you got real true rabbit and you want your dogs to be true rabbit dogs, don't shoot no off game with your dogs. That'll save you a lot of time and a lot of headaches.
A lot of your beagles, when you're training your beagles, if you got good dogs, your beagles will go try to pick up that track wherever they smell that gun, wherever that gun shots went. And if that gunshot went to behind deer, then them dogs might end up running deer right then, because they're gonna hit that scent wherever that shot went, and they're gonna smell that deer, and you just messed your pack of dogs up.
One of the last videos that we did with Corey and was it Bryant out of Greensboro, I didn't have the camera rolling, but we had pulled into a field, and when we pulled, it was down in it wasn't in the bottom, but it was down in the cow pasture, and we pulled in the field, and there's about 15, 20 deer right there. Guess what, guys? We dropped them dogs right on the other side of where those deer got up at. I mean, right there at the deer, and them dogs went right out there and jumped the rabbit. The dogs didn't even mess with those deer at all.
Yep, that's right.
And again, when we had shot collars on the dogs, and we won't trying to put the deer or the dogs on the deer, but luckily the dogs did exactly what they were supposed to do. We had a good hunt that day.
Oh, had a good hunt.
Y'all got to see Brian's son in there shooting some rabbits, and I got one, and we had a ball
that day. We jumped about 15 rabbits, I believe.
We jumped a good
many. We killed 12.
Something like that.
We killed 12 that day.
But we had a good day that day, and either way it go, guys, just keep pounding it in with your dogs. If you don't want your dogs running deer, you got to work with them. You got to train them not to run deer.
Yeah, and keep them in them running pens as much as you can if you can. You know, you got some smaller running pens. The guys got smaller running pens. once they graduate from the smaller running pen, put them in a larger running pen. It helps them out so much, it's a shame. We run our dogs all summer. And I carry mine down to the running pen and let them run. And put my young dogs with them. And some of my young puppies, sometimes they don't start right there in the running pen. I bring them back here and put them in a smaller running pen and put one dog in there with them that will pack with them. And pretty soon I got them packing, and then I take them back to the big running pen, and then my dogs start packing. But you have to take time with them, and don't get discouraged. Go ahead and let your dogs do their own thing. You don't have to hit your dogs or beat them or anything like that. Don't be cruel to your dog. Be good to your dogs, and your dogs will be good to you. They'll work for you.
All right, guys. I'm gonna go get the puppies along with the bigger man. We're gonna bring them back up, and we'll let y'all check the puppies out. Give us just a minute. All right, Mr. Michael Hampton, and a few more of y'all guys. Y'all called or emailed asking about the dogs. Here are the dogs. I'm gonna let the bigger man tell you which one's the male and the female or whatever. So then y'all know what's going on. When will the dogs be ready to go?
In 2 more weeks, the puppies will be ready to roll.
In 2 weeks, and he'll go on ahead and make sure he give them the first shots.
And I'm doing a vet inspection too for you.
And the dogs will be ready to go. So
you'll have a veterinarian paper clearing the health of the dog.
So, bigger man, let me see which one's your male and your female.
Okay. What we got? We got two little tricolors, and this one is the male. This one is the female.
So both
of these, they look like twins almost.
They is twins too, man. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool, man.
Yeah.
So both the ones with them
the white markings.
With them white markings. So one is gonna be the white marking. If you want to try to let me know what dog you like.
Yeah.
The white marking, is it the male? This the big one with the white marking?
Yeah, the male. All right.
That's the male one?
Yeah.
So the bigger white marking is the male one, and the smaller
is the female.
It's the female. Right. And them about the two white marking twins right there.
All right. And the other two are black and tans.
So then you got your black and tans.
Right.
Which one is your male or female?
All right. What we got? We got a smaller male. The male is black and tan, and he's a lighter color in the face. But the female, she's the biggest.
That's that big female.
All right. Now listen, guys. One of these puppies I'm gonna keep.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, the bigger man is
because that's Smoke, the oldest dog that we got. It's the best dog that we got, Smoke. And he's the one that you see on the video with that big call mouth. Out there, you hear him, oh, out there, and he's a real dynamite dog. And their mother is a real good jump dog and track dog. So I'm gonna keep one female puppy, and you guys can fight over the other three.
Again, I'm gonna put the email address up there. If y'all want the dogs, y'all just send me an email, and we'll figure it out from there. You said $200 a piece?
$200 a piece.
200 a piece. Now look, guys.
And I'm paying the vet bill. We're gonna charge which is $200 a piece, plus $25 for the vet bill. The vet bill is $25.
If you're a member, that we'll take care of that.
Yeah, we'll do the vet.
Yeah, we'll do the vet bill for you. If you're a member, and if you're not a member, you just get us on the website. I'll put that information down below too. I had one guy talk to me. The guy said he was about 5 hours away from here, and I said, look, if you're gonna get a dog from us, I'm not gonna let you drive that 4 or 5 miles. I'm gonna meet you halfway. I think that's plenty fair.
Yeah, that's fair.
And of course, the way we like to do, the bigger man, he's gonna want to put the dog in your hands.
Yeah.
We ain't doing no shipping and all that.
Yeah.
We want to put the dog in your hand,
along with the vet bill, papers.
And shake your hand and tell you thank you from both the bigger man and the catfish. That's the way we're gonna roll it. Beautiful dogs, bigger man.
Yeah, they pretty.
Beautiful dogs, man.
Yeah. All of them got that little brown spot over the eye, like the old, we call it old coon dog style dogs. They got that pretty brown, big brown spot right over top of the eyes. And that's what we like. That's old, we call it old coon dog stuff. Look right here. You can see this one even better. That little male. All right.
So live action. Again, just shoot me an email. Let me know. Let me know which one you want. You can pay online. When you go to the website, you'll see how to take care of all that. Especially if you're a member. And even if you don't, just let me know. Shoot me an email. I'll call you back, guys. I don't mind. I've talked to a few guys this week, and that's no problem. So in 2 weeks, the dogs will be ready to roll. First come, first serve, and live action.
And like I said, guys, it'll be 3 for sale. One of them I'm keeping because they're from my best dog, and my dogs are getting older, so I got to have at least 1 puppy off of them.
Y'all heard that from the
guys,
big man.
we got some more dogs. We got some more puppies coming on off of a red and white, a red tick female, and I hope they all do well. And whenever we get them, we'll take a look and see what's going on. That's a big female.
She good. That's good size dog. That's that registered stuff y'all see. When y'all see them puppies big size like that, that's some good stuff, y'all. God no. Look at them ears. Look at them ears. I love it. Go ahead on, girl.
You decided which one you want to keep, Catfish?
You want to keep that big female?
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. But all of them pretty, man. Look at that. Look how healthy they are. Already been wormed. The puppies already been wormed. I wormed them twice already, and you see how healthy they are. Look how pretty and how much energy they got out here playing. And I already got them running behind a rabbit skin.
Yeah, frisky dogs. Dogs like to move. Big man, what you feed the puppies?
I feed the puppies that Purina puppy chow, and I'll be feeding them puppy chow until they leave here. But if I keep them, I feed my puppies puppy chow for a whole year, and then after that, or at least up to 8 months, and then after that I feed them regular dog food. And the dog food I feed right now, I'm feeding what is that, River Run dog food, and it's a real good dog food, and it's low maintenance in the dog pen, and all my dogs love it. And guys, I don't just feed River Run. You can go to Tractor Supply and get that retriever dog food that's in that green bag, and that's a real good dog food. And Catfish feed his dogs the same at his house, and all those dogs stay just healthy and pretty. And the pens is always low maintenance, but we clean our pens 2-3 times a week. And I'll show y'all on the next video how my kennel is and everything. And we also spray our ground with Clorox and water. And we don't have no problem with fleas or ticks or none of that stuff. You won't find a flea or tick on these puppies. And guys, in my pen, I'm an old school guy. I don't have all these pens off the ground. I do have pens off the ground when the dog have puppies. I put the mama dog in the pen so she can have her puppies off the ground, okay? But most of my older dogs is on the ground. I have on ground kennels. I've did it all my life, and I've never had any problem with my dog. And over the years, I learned how to take care of my pens even better by spraying Clorox in my pens. I spray Clorox at least once a month. Once every 2 months. Clorox and water. And 1 part Clorox, 3 parts water. And it kills worms, bugs, fleas, whatever's on the ground. They can't stand it. All right?
Hey, look, happy Memorial Day weekend to everybody. To all my law enforcement, all my military, all my uniform warriors out there, we just want to say thank y'all for your service.
That's right. And I'm a vet myself.
Yep. Thank you, big man.
So I appreciate everything from all the vets.
Yep. I appreciate it, guys. Y'all out there sacrificing your time and your life for us, so we can be out here in America in the woods hunting and fishing and enjoying the outdoors.
And all the policemen out there, we want to let you know that we love y'all, and we want to help keep you safe as much as we can, and we hope everybody else feel the same way. And we love you.
Live action, Tri-City Bigger Boys. This the Catfish here.
And I'm the bigger man.
Woo! We'll see you in the woods.